that you can do whatever you want. I believe that she can be quite guarded at certain times.
Perfect. Thank you so much. This is Riju from Sportskira. I love the show, Tanika. Congratulations. Were you a Spartacus fan when you got the role, and like, what was it like when you were offered this role?
Yes, absolutely. Die-hard Spartacus fan. And when I got the role, I just felt extreme excitement because I knew it was going to be an epic world that I wanted to be a part of. So I knew that it was also going to be really challenging. And that for me is always exciting because I like to push myself to do things that I never thought possible. And this was one of those things. Playing this character, I knew it was going to be demanding. And I'm really, really glad that I was able to go on that journey and prove to myself that I can do it.
When you talk about how demanding it is, your character goes through everything. There are those physically demanding scenes. There are scenes where your character is humiliated because she's not a part of that brotherhood. So, what was the most challenging part of playing Achilles, would you say?
The most challenging part of being Achilles was finding her vulnerability. I think it's easy to put on a facade that you can do whatever you want. I believe that she can be quite guarded at certain times, and she puts on a bit of a mask, whether it be through sass talk or, talking back or, pretending to be stronger than she actually is. And I believe that moment between her and Ashur where they do come to a physical blow with each other, fighting, she has that moment where she really realizes she's in the dirt and, putting on the mask that she used to is no longer going to work. She would have to find her vulnerability. And that was challenging. That was difficult. That was not comfortable, to say the least.
Absolutely. But even on a physical level, every scene that Achilles is part of is pretty physical. So how much training went into it, and did you have to, you fight with so many weapons during the show? Was there special training for every kind of weapon, maybe?
Well, there is special training for it. And, I'm so grateful that I had a martial arts background because it does kind of let you know what it is how to take a licking and keep on ticking. Definitely. So fighting with men, I was not new to. Learning new things where I'm not the best, I was not new to. So I think the swords, the bow staff, the weapons, the shield, even just the sheer weight of the shield was stuff there was no preparation for. And I needed to pivot in those experiences and go through the discomfort and the frustration of not being amazing at something because it's new. And I believe that audience members will be able to go on that journey with me in this character to know, even though you may not know how to do something, it takes practice. And the more you keep on practicing over and over again, eventually you will become proficient at that thing and maybe in time master it.
It's so interesting you spoke about the shield. I mean, the shield is also Achilles' heel, so to speak. So, I mean, drawing upon that, are there similarities between Tanika and Achilles, would you say?
100%. I've never held a shield like that. It was heavy. It really was. And to be able to do that kind of movement with that bit of a weight holding you down, it was a metaphor for the character's journey in general. There's always going to be something in life that holds us all down, that we're going to have to find the strength to be able to carry and move on. And sometimes letting go of that thing that's weighing us down actually does help us to be able to move forward and step into our power. So as we watch Achilles in this world where she is the outsider, the underdog, she's given equipment that she doesn't understand, words that she doesn't even know how to speak, as she breaks through and finally gets to a point where she starts finding her own style and her own way of navigating all those new elements, I believe that viewers will go on that journey with her and be surprised at how she defies expectations with all of those obstacles.
I'm sure. So I think I have time for one last quick question. your character obviously goes through the ringer in everything. But I mean, I'll try to make this a fun one. If there was any element of Roman society you could bring back to present day, what would it be?
Oh gosh. Oh, after months and months of playing in the dirt and having blood on my face and being beaten to the ground, those beautiful costumes that the Roman women were wearing, I love them. And my castmates, Claudia Black, Jamie Slater, India Shaw, Hilera, was played by Jamaica Vaughn as well too. Those women look so stunning and gracious in their costumes. And if I could bring that back and have one of those outfits, sit down and be cleaned up in that way, I feel like, yes, I would have had the full complete story in this world, in this show.
Thank you so much for your time. I absolutely love your portrayal, and I think Akilia is really one of the greatest characters I've seen this year among all the shows that have come out. So congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Riju. Thank you.
Thank you again.